It's pretty clear at this point that conservatives have lost the culture war thus far. We look at the Grammys. This is something we've been talking about on this show for 2 weeks now. You look at the Grammys. You look at TikTok. You look at the abortion narrative on Twitter, where all of these abortion doctors are saying abortion is normal, it's good, it's moral, it's family values. Any of these different things, whether it's a Satan-worshiping dance, whether it's abortion, whether it's viral transgender agenda, it's pretty clear that we are not winning these culture wars. It's pretty clear that something we have done is going wrong, and it's not because the vast majority of individual people in our country believe what the left believes. It's not because the vast majority of people in our country disagree with our conservative values. It's because the tactics the left has used are more effective than the tactics that we have used. The left has captured institutions. So even if you have a classroom of 25 students and say 20 of those students have parents who don't want them taught gender ideology and 5 of those students have parents who are okay with it, those 20 students whose parents disagree with gender ideology, their child is still going to be indoctrinated with it because the left has captured the teachers' unions and the school counselors. And so those people are controlling what's going into your child's mind. This is not a majority rule system that we're facing in our country. The majority of people, and this includes Democrat voters, the majority of people in our country are not radical leftist, neo-Marxist, critical race theory adherents, queer theory propagating communists. That's just the elite who control our institutions. That's just the politicians in the Democratic Party. But conservatives might have the majority of people on our side when it comes to these cultural issues, but we haven't fought a smart fight. We've surrendered these institutions. Why? Because we've been too nice. Because we've wanted to be too tolerant. Because we wanted to be inclusive. Because we didn't want to sound too harsh. We didn't want people's feelings to be hurt. We didn't want to be culturally insensitive. We didn't want to be politically incorrect. The last time that conservatives prioritized being nice, prioritized being non-offensive and culturally tolerant, our country legalized gay marriage. And I know that's a controversial topic because, a lot of people, if you do polls, a lot of people now say that they support gay marriage. Well, that's a downstream effect of it being legalized. It wasn't the underpinning of the push and the advocacy to make it legal. And when we legalized gay marriage, it paved the way for this, what we're suffering in our nation right now, the transgender ideology. What happens when conservatives buy into the false idea of tolerance is not this neutral playing field where there's no morals and everyone can bring their own beliefs and values to the marketplace of ideas. That's not what happens. It's a binary choice. There's no such thing as an absence of morality. It's either morality or amorality. It's either the morality embraced by the Republican Party or the twisted version of morality that the Democrats offer us. We have to pick. We have to choose. And if we fall prey to this idea that, we shouldn't be pushing our principles on other people through politics, we should remove our morals in almost this libertarian scenario. If we remove our morals so that everyone can have their own choice, well, the left's just going to swoop into that vacuum of morality and they're going to impose their morals on us. And this is not hypothetical. We have literally seen this happen in the state of California. That's the best example. If you misgender a geriatric patient in a nursing home, meaning if you use pronouns that correspond to the biological sex of the person you're referring to, but they identify differently, and you're a nurse taking care of that patient, you can spend time in prison for that crime. Because the right wing, conservatives, Republicans, removed morality from state law, removed morality because they wanted to be tolerant, they wanted to be culturally sensitive, they wanted to be politically correct, they didn't want to be mean. And the left swooped into that vacuum and imposed their twisted version of morality, which of course is amorality, it's immorality, into law instead.